to the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals, Village of Bartlett. Page and Kane, please call the roll.
Mike Weirden. Here. George Koziel.
Here.
Bob Bucaro.
Here.
Patty Hansen. Here. Robert Carney. Linda Hansen. Here. Joe Bono.
Here. Okay, you have before you the minutes from December 4th, 2014. Chair will entertain a motion to approve.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting from
December 4th.
December 4th, 2014.
Second.
It's been moved by Patty, seconded by George. Please call the roll.
Patty Hansen.
Yes.
George Koziel.
Yes.
Linda Hansen.
Yes.
Bob Bucaro.
Yes.
Joe Bono.
Yes.
Mike Weirden.
Yes. Well, this is our first meeting of the year. The only item on the agenda is case number 1502-220 Rosalara Court. Is the petitioner here?
Sorry, I'm told that my doesn't want to be here.
Okay, please step up to the microphone and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly affirm the evidence you're about to give is only the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, do we have the picture of the sign, the mailings, and the newspaper? Okay, mark those as exhibits A, B, and C. Go ahead and present your case.
Well, I'm looking to do a remodel on the top of the garage. I've lived here in Bartlett about 1.5 years, and I'm enjoying it. My wife and I have both spent a lot of time working from home, and we have 3 boys. It's a 4-bedroom house. We're looking to add a new master above the garage and convert the existing master to an office space. So, haven't done this before. I don't know how much more information you want from me on this, but
Your plans are to make the outside match what you already have?
yeah, ultimately the house was built in 76, and the siding, and it's starting to get a little dated. It's starting to getting a little worn.
Right.
So what we were, the plan to come do was to put the second story on the front and blend it, call it a phase or whatever, this phase, and side the whole new garage such that it matches the house. What we'll probably do is paint the existing siding to match the new siding at this point, and then next year we'll probably go ahead and reside the house. I mean, it's almost 40 years old. It needs windows, it needs siding, it's due. So yeah, at this point would be to focus mainly on the garage portion and improve the curb appeal of it, and make it more functional for our family, and then at that point take it from there as far as the rest of for the second owners. It's a great house. It's got great bones. It just the gentleman was being the original owner. He was very old. He passed away a couple of years ago, right before we moved in, and it had kind of slid a little bit, and we put quite a bit into it at this point as well. Just looking to keep improving it as far as the neighborhood, the value of the home, and improve the neighborhood. So,
Mr. Klein, what about the roof? Are you going to be able to match the existing roof?
Yeah, that's as far as I've talked to a couple roofing contractors already. Yeah, I'll be able to tie that in. Where it comes together, I'll be able to find the existing shingles that match the roof. If I couldn't, I'd redo it. I wouldn't be able to live with it if it was 2 different shades of shingles. But Bartlett Roofing said, yeah, we'll be able to tie that in nicely, and you won't have to do a re-roof on the entire structure, because the roof is only 4 years old on the whole house as it is. So I don't want to have to go through, re-roofing the entire structure for that. So,
Have there been any comments, positive or negative, from the public, like calling in or anything?
We've received no emails, letters, or phone calls on this project.
Okay.
I've had my neighbors, both the one directly across and next door to me, come over and ask me, what it is, and I've shown them the pictures and the plans, and I don't think anyone has any objections to it as far as, like I said, it's due to be re-sided. It's got original aluminum siding on it, and it needs attention as it is, and it was a beautiful home from the pictures I've seen when the gentleman that owned it before me had it and lived in it back in the 80s, but it had he was 90-some years old when he passed, and it had become very overgrown, and he was not able to keep up with it much. And his son did a great deal of work on the inside of it, rehabbing it before we purchased it a year and a half ago, but the outside needs to be redone, and that's kind of what we're addressing here.
Any further questions?
So this is just basically housekeeping because of the ordinance change in 78?
Yeah, as Mike explained to me, because it was originally zoned R1 and the parameters back when it was originally zoned were fine for my house and actually several of the houses on Rose Lara, then the designator was changed, and it doesn't quite fit with that. Like I said, I'm not looking to change the footprint. I'm just looking to go up about 8 feet and add a room above the garage.
That's essentially it. There's a 1978 comprehensive rezoning of the village that impacted this particular area. This is a lot that was made non-conforming through that rezoning. So a number of these, the 5 variances that are being requested this evening are to bring the property into compliance with the current requirements, and obviously putting the addition, the second floor addition, vertically extending a non-conforming wall requires the variance.
Okay, at this point, we'll open it up to the public. It's so noisy out there tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
Any further comments or motions?
Your neighbors have no problem with the additional height being...
No. When I looked at it originally, the only thing, the neighbor, the house next to me to the south,
That's a real different house anyways, right?
it is, and that one was built like 12 or 13 years ago,
Right.
and that lot apparently sat empty for quite some time. We've come to know them pretty well, and he was actually over yesterday, and I was showing him the plans and explaining the whole thing. And the front plane, the elevation in the front are basically are identical. So as far as me going up and blocking anything, and I think he's got one small window on that side, but it's set back to where it's facing my house to begin with. So it's not like I'm putting something up that
It's going to
is encroaching his view
Right.
or his light or any of that. So.
Any further comments or motions?
I'd make a motion to pass along a positive recommendation to the village board for the 220 Rose Lara Court property.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded by George and Patty. At this point, we'll close the public hearing portion. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
George Cosio,
Yes.
Patty Hansen,
Yes.
Joe Bono. Yes. Linda Hansen,
Yes.
Bob Carl,
Yes.
Mike Werden.
Yes. Okay, we shall pass on a positive motion to the board. Stay in touch with Michael to find out when it appears on the agenda.
Great, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Like I said, I've year and a half. I'm fairly new here and been loving it. It's a great community here.
You're in
My
a quiet
kids-
area, so
It is. It's really nice. So, like I said, I'm looking to add to the face value of the neighborhood and improve it. So,
That's got a really funky looking garage at this
that was the one thing. We love the layout of the home, that long slope.
But that garage just,
Yeah, I have not liked that from the beginning, and so we have architect already off the building department has come out and done some preliminaries, and he's sort of been on hold until we had this meeting, and we're hoping.
I think it's definitely an improvement.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
I would agree. Okay, old business, new business. Thank you for the case summary. Do we have anything else pending, or?
Just answer any questions if you have any. It's for your information, just kind of a list of all the cases we've done that you've considered as well.
I don't think there's anything for next month either.
Really?
The deadline's not yet.
There will be several cases.
Who's zoning board?
No, I'm sorry, for the April meeting. I'm thinking that.
I guess time to go?
Yep.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Moved by Patty, seconded by George. All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.